constipation.
Okay, constipation.
Yes.
Okay. Constipation is a problem.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate to bring it up, but when I was a young girl, I was a young girl one year ago. No, not even 10 years ago, not 100 years ago. But anyhow, when I was a young girl, I was constipated all the time. I just could not even use the bathroom. Yeah, a week would go by because the medicine that the family gave me would just hurt me so bad.
So that was
I
like
mean, like
19 when? 19.
shh.
Oh,
Anyhow, long time ago, but anyhow, I was always constipated. What I wanted to say is that I could not have bowel movements unless I had a medication. And even with it, it'd be, I mean, sweat would really come out, perspiration,
perspiration.
hurt. So you don't want to use it, type of a thing. Or else then it'd be too much. And you'd be sitting in the toilet for a long time, type of a thing. Constipation was a very big part of a problem as I was growing up. And this is why when I created Jujube Hawaii, the first question would be, are you constipated, right? But we have this beautiful herb tea. It doesn't hurt. It tastes okay. And that's why now I have not even thought about constipation. So I was wondering why you would even want to talk about it. Come to think of it, people don't know about this tea, right?
Cleansing tea.
Yeah. And after this tea stuff, you could actually, a lot of time you're dehydrated. So you have to drink lots of water, especially in the morning. First thing, you just drink a big jug of water is really recommended. And I know what I'm talking about.
Room temperature water.
Well, okay. Yeah.
Then if it's in Japan, if it's cold anywhere, like in New York, if it's cold area, I would recommend warm, water.
Sure.
Warm water.
Yeah, but when you're, what it is with this constipation thing, you don't even want to drink water. If you're like full up to here for like a week, you don't want to have. Come to think of it, I never even drank water as a child. But this was generations ago. But what I'm getting at is that I really forgot that there was a problem with constipation. And now that we do spend a lot of time in Japan, new clientele, all kind, everybody's constipated.
Right.
And it used to be a girly thing. Ladies would get constipated, but maybe they didn't talk about it. Maybe that was the case. But now everybody's constipated.
Right.
Right?
Well, you don't want to say everybody, but lots of people. Lots of people.
And then there's the other kind where it cannot make it to the bathroom.
Right.
And but there's like water coming out.
Yes, they're both
a problem.
Yeah,
a big problem.
It is a kind of it is polarity, but at the same time it's the same. You're dealing with the same issue. So basically, the constipation, like if you're not going to the bathroom for more than 3 days, then that's kind of like a classification. That's when they're gonna.
3 days is easy when you have constipation.
Right, but that's kind of like the line where you are.
Right,
when you
where
know that
right, okay.
And sometimes a little bit too hard, hard stool, So if you're not going, comfortably, and that's kind of like unsmooth, bowel movement. Right? That's all constipation, and everybody, they're kind of aware that, along with the constipation level, there goes the level of disease, all kind of other disease, such as dementia and anything else, heart
it's all
disease.
linked, yeah.
Many. So it's all linked. So in our clinic, when you come to our clinic, you can, when you sign in, you can kind of, there's a section and it tells you, it asks you that if you're constipated or not. So we have a checklist there. So a lot of times if you are constipated, then we like to get rid of that. Because in order to take care of pain or any other,
Disease.
chronic, pattern that you want to get rid of, or even to stay healthy, it's it's a very important basic to not have constipation. So first thing we do is we unplug that section.
Right, and talking about the unplugging, the toilet that Western civilization has brought on to the human race.
Well, yeah.
Sitting
style.
unhelpful.
Yeah, so you're not
problem.
squatting. You're not squatting
Yeah.
down. So human body. Okay, I guess before we get to that, I think I'm just gonna lay out some of the
Yeah, why don't you do
core.
that?
I guess the core reason why there's a constipation. First of all, it's a dehydration, as everybody knows it. Dehydration. So you drink, a little bit extra water. Secondly, is you're lacking the fiber. Yeah, dietary fiber. And then third is it's your coldness in the interior. We call it coldness in the interior. That's just like in a English, in a English direct translation would be like a lower, not the immunity, but your organ function is kind of running low. It's not
Up
working.
to power?
It's not up to power.
Okay.
And then the fourth one would be, it comes from your tension of the autonomic nervous system. Yeah, the autonomic nervous system, the fight or flight nerves. When you think about things too much, that your nerves are affecting it, so that you're not able to go. Your internal organs are not functioning to open up to release.
Yeah.
And then the fifth would be microbes, the intestinal microbe imbalance. So you need to put that back in there. And then I think the sixth one, so the microbes, and then there's one other things. Yeah, and then the seventh one is going to be it's going to be the muscular, function, or we call it Dantien or Dantien, Dante or Tanden. It's the lower abdominal area squeeze energy. Yeah, Dante or Tanden. Yeah, that's lacking. That's totally lacking in a modern day lifestyle. So these things are all the core causes of the constipation. So basically, we're gonna skip through the 1 to 5 because that's kind of similar to what we always talk about. Yeah, putting back the microbes, drink some water, eat right.
Sure.
So what she was talking about regarding the Western style
The
toilet is
Yeah,
go
it's
ahead.
like having a plug.
No, yeah, but
No,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Okay, so when you're sitting down on the high chair like that, our bodies are not meant to defecate or go to bathroom like that. Our body is designed to squat down in order to make the rectum. The rectum, there's a colon and then there's a rectum and the anus. Yeah, that's where the bowel passes through. The rectum needs to get straightened out in order for it to flow through smoothly, and that could be obtained when you squat. You see, but when you're not doing that, you're sitting down or you're standing up. It's going to stay on that. It's going to remain kind of locked.
Right. Well, that's why I was saying like a stopper.
Yeah, so it's a stopper.
That's in a nice way.
Yeah, and then you try to squeeze through the stopper, and that's what's happening.
Not gonna work.
Yeah. So, like even in Japan, you mentioned many people are getting constipated, and it's yes.
And that's because in Japan
never had that.
No, there used to be like a hole on the ground, and you squat.
That's called washiki benjo. They call it.
And then it had this cover in the front.
Right.
so the guys don't splatter, whatever else all over the
Yeah,
place.
but that's like you can't see it anymore.
Yeah, they don't make
I
it. don't think.
contacted one of the
Did
bathroom
you
maker.
really?
Yeah, long time ago. About 15 years ago, I
Really?
contacted one of the major company who makes the toilet bowl,
Yeah.
and they were saying that they're not gonna make it anymore. That was 15 years ago.
Oh well,
They're
so
gonna
this is
they're gonna
how.
make only the Western style toilet seating because nobody buys that.
Yeah. Well,
When they're building the house,
it's
no,
right. But you
nobody
know
buys it anymore.
what? This is why this constipation is really developing
It is
in Japan right now.
right. So when you get rid of all these 6 reasons why there's a constipation,
Sure.
there's more, but there are 6 big reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You take care of that, and at the same time, we recommend using the herbal tea, to we usually use like a cleansing tea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's what saved me.
Right. This one is it doesn't have a side effect,
Right.
so it's
Well,
really
it's
popular.
just a herb, so and it doesn't hurt
Right.
when you do go and have your bowels.
But you do need to correct all those other 6 basic
Yeah,
lifestyle.
of course.
Then do it together. Yeah. So you don't
Yeah.
get hooked. You don't need to use it
It
every
doesn't
day.
hook you
No,
at all.
this doesn't hook you. But what
Yeah,
I'm saying
but I
is,
mean, sometimes once a week or so, you want to get really
yeah.
just cleansed. So that's okay. But I was kind of surprised that so many people are suffering from this when I'm all okay. From a long time ago now, we've had this. I've been using this for 30, 40 years now.
yeah, a lot of
A
my
lot of the
clients too.
patients
A lot
in
of them.
Hawaii.
Yeah, they use it every day too.
Well, I don't think she needs to use
no,
it
no,
every
no.
day.
Some of them.
Or he.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyways, and I think one last thing I wanted to add is about the Tanden.
Mm-hmm.
The Tanden, the energy spot, which is located right here,
Under
about
the
one
navel.
fist under the navel, right here. We
Yeah.
call it Tanden. Okay, that area is very essential to activate and keep it
Sure.
activated. What's happening right now is everybody's on the chair.
Mm-hmm.
They never go to the floor.
No, and their stomach is sticking out,
Yeah, so that's
and their back
yeah.
is like
So that means your
round.
Tanden is deactivated. So
Sure.
that Tanden concept is very hard to explain, but it is the chi energy. It is a kidney
Well,
energy.
if you go do yoga, any kind of things,
They
that's
talk
the
about-
first thing that
talk-
they teach you.
Yeah, in yoga, I don't know what the term would be, but in Oriental medicine, or the martial art, Tanden or Dantien, I guess in Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
But in Oriental, I guess the concept, there is a method of sitting to cure disease. Sitting to,
Right.
to
Which
to
is on
create a
our
healing.
homepage,
Oh yeah.
the Juga.
Okay.
Yeah, you might want to put it down
Right.
there.
So when you say sitting to take care of your disease, it doesn't mean sitting on the chair or sitting on the sofa. Because sitting on the
No.
chair or sofa is going to take you the opposite way.
Right.
You see that?
Right.
So sitting meaning
On the ground,
on the ground.
Yeah.
It's just that.
on the mat. Yeah.
Yeah, it is totally non-American,
Right.
or Western.
Uh-huh.
But in Japanese or Asian cultures, when you say sitting, it's on the floor.
Right.
So very important you get that part straight.
Yeah,
But-
it's good for your knees.
Right.
It's good for your hips.
Right. Seiza style, side sit, Indian style.
Right.
Many ways. You
just
can
do
put the
that,
leg
you
out
know?
forward, and then make sure when you do that, keep your back straight, nice posture. So that's going to lock and activate your tanden.
Mm-hmm.
When you're sitting on the floor and you're sitting all like this, it's not going to activate the tanden. You
No.
see?
Sure.
So those things are the key point.
Sure.
Yeah, and slowly utilize your floor sitting method, and that's part of your lifestyle medicine. If you have a grounding mat, use that and sit on the grounding mat, earthing mat.
Right, and this all works for constipation.
Constipation, which is good for a lot of things. Yeah.
Right, because if you have constipation, it does result in other problems.
Right. So activate the tanden. That's what we need to throw into one of the main reasons why there's constipation. Deactivating the tanden is a very big reason why people are constipated, and now that's happening in Japan and everywhere.
Yeah,
Because everybody's not gonna go. They're not sitting on the floor.
They're sitting on the sofa.
Right.
And the chair.
Right. Like me too, right now.
Well, it's so easier to sit on the chair.
Yes.
Right?
But you know what? In America especially,
yeah.
there's many reports are, they are encouraging people to actually go back down to the floor.
Sure.
It's really good. I mean, that's all in a Western studies. Really weird, but it is. And then, like, you don't see any of the Japan studies like too much.
Well,
they're like talking about how bad it is to stay on the floor like that. They're going so opposite.
They're saying that getting on the floor really changes the look on your legs, and I mean really silly things like that.
Yeah.
But it's because they're still trying to get westernized. I hate to say it, but
maybe
it's after the World War II. It's getting westernized, so.
It's about 80 years ago?
It takes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You think Japan is very modern, and it is, but it's not. So that's why the inside part is trying to get modernized.
Still yet, huh?
So hey, we need the bed. It used to be just futons. We just put it on the ground. And we didn't need the chairs. We just needed a very short table that gets moved around in the room.
Those are all good
and then
things.
The stone would come, and then
everything was on the floor, right?
Come
and take
and there used to be a real big closet in each room, and you could put everything in there. So the room
one room serves everything, huh?
Yeah, I mean, and it's not that we want you to be in just one room, but the way of living, it has just changed so much that now the constipation is coming up. Which I got rid of, long time ago.
So use it, with a combination of lifestyle change or lifestyle, I guess back to the origin, lifestyle, and then fix the core while you use your cleansing tea. So you're fully covered from inside out. Yeah.
Sure.
So we're gonna conclude.
Any
today.
question? Just
leave it on
give
the
us a message.
Then we'll try to answer to that question too. So have a good day. Thank you very much.
Have a good day.